An end of an era. As some of you may know, Destiny 2 is no longer receiving any more updates after June. They are pulling the plug and putting all resources towards Marathon. I've had a long history with this game, with this studio. I've made videos about it. It is something that I think isn't surprising to hear, given the fact that Destiny 2 numbers are down, that the last two expansions are not received well, especially the Star Wars one. It's no surprise given everything with Pete Parsons. I believe that's what that fuck's name's called. I just want to acknowledge this because Destiny, no matter what, will be something that means a lot to me. They reported that every end is a new beginning. Very optimistic, huh? For almost 12 years, we have had the joy and honor to explore Destiny's universe with all of you. Through the ups and downs, surprises and triumphs, building Destiny alongside our players has been a monumental privilege. While our love for Destiny 2 has not changed, it becomes clear after the final shape we have reached the time for our shared worlds, and Destiny, to live beyond Destiny 2. As our focus turns towards a new beginning for Bungie, we will begin work incubating our next games. I like how they say next games, like when they only have like 2 IPs. We're proud of Destiny 2, the places it took us, and the legacy it has created, because of you all. Our universe is vast, built on years of shared stories, adventures, and victories. From the Cosmodrome, to the Pale Heart, to the Lawless Frontier, we have forged lifelong memories and friendships with you all. We're incredibly grateful to everyone who made that journey with us. From the deepest parts of our hearts, thank you. We'll see you in the stars. I've always said this before, Destiny 2 is stretches of despair and moments of pure brilliance. It is one of the best games I think I've had the privilege of playing and also hating. The gunplay, the classes, the abilities, the sometimes even the story can be so good and be so electrifying, and the grind and the hook and just everything about it. It really has its potential, man. If you're a JJK fan, you know what that means. It always has the potential. That's always what you'll hear from every single person. Destiny 2 has the potential to be this, to be that, to be this. It always had the potential to be something really great and bigger than it was. And I feel like Destiny 2 will always kind of live in the shadow of itself, sadly, and of what it could have been. I feel like that's always how it's gone. It definitely cemented itself in gaming history, I feel like. Be it good or bad. I don't know. I feel kind of weird about it too. I'm like grieving the game, but also I've already kind of grieved it enough. I haven't logged into Destiny in forever, and I had no intention of buying any of the 2 expansions at their final shape. That's kind of the emotional side of things, and I want to kind of get into the fucked part of this. Or like, I guess you could say, the logistics of where this is going, how this happened, where we're going forward. The reason why I'm also kind of didn't release this video really fast is because there was rumors about devs not knowing that the Destiny 2 was going to get canned and pulled with the plug with its live service, that Marathon was the full reason, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just fucking speculating and just putting bullshit out there. I like to be a little bit of a reliable source here, okay? We like to at least try to get it right here. At least I try to do with my credibility as a cesspool of the internet. Starting out, Destiny 2 Shadow and Order update will be delayed until May. There are reports of Bungie planning on laying off more Destiny 2 devs, which is not good. I believe there's only about 800 devs left now. Sony plans on doing that to focus on Marathon. This has led people a lot on the internet to like blame Marathon for like being the Destiny killer. It's getting review bombed, and some people might even ask, why would you even go to Marathon if it's doing worse numbers than Destiny 2? Well, apparently, how the story goes is Destiny 2's tech issues, since it's so old and runs so many things, it's more of a development hell and would require an investment risk that the studio execs are not willing to risk, that the leadership is willing to go towards Marathon instead because it's easier to develop into. That's what I think is pretty much the summarized reason why. Destiny 2 is also harder to do in what direction you're going to go, but that seems to be the reason why. So they're just going all in on Marathon. They're adding a new update, adding PvE even to it to try to help its numbers. I don't know if that will even help, to be honest. I think it is, I've talked about this before, it is very hard to make a successful extraction shooter. I think Marathon is a good game. I don't think, though, it can be a game that you can rely on for money, as you can see here, or as much as they thought it would be a success as it obviously was, because it's not. I mean, even Night Rain, a game that came out in 2025, is having higher Steam numbers than Marathon. It's just not looking good. Now, speaking of also devs, yes, it is confirmed that some devs did not know that Destiny 2 was ending its live service journey. And the fucked part about that, if you don't know, is, one, it's good to know, hey, my job might be jeopardized, but two, people were actively working on Destiny 2 updates and future expansions thinking, oh shit, like, this is my job, of course I'm doing that, I'm going to be putting in all these hours, and some employees did know, and they were telling leadership, please tell everyone, this needs to be known, and leadership said, no, we don't really want to listen to you. So, that's pretty shitty, that a lot of devs didn't know that their thing they're working on, putting passion and blood and sweat and tears in, was for nothing. That's just going to get scrapped, deleted, gone. Now, is Marathon really the true Destiny killer? No. The real Destiny killer is P. Parsons and every other leading executive, because apparently what they would do is they would just use Destiny 2 as a cash cow success thing to Sony and say, look, it's doing well, it's above the red, this is good, pay me more money, look how good we're doing. And just focus on that. P. Parsons and any other exec had no plans to work on Destiny 3. Destiny 3 has not been worked at all. It's actually reports that Destiny 3's development hasn't even started. There's no even truth that that's even happening. So for everyone thinking Destiny 3 is right around the corner or that that's the next obvious step, don't believe that, because they are not working on it. They are throwing around ideas of maybe different properties from Destiny, which I don't know what that means. I don't know if they mean with the mobile games. I don't know if they mean with a show. I don't know. They just said that they're doing other things with Destiny, but not an inherent sequel. But a sequel would be a good new head start. I don't know why they wouldn't. I know why they wouldn't. It requires a lot of money and risk to put into a live service MMO size game like Destiny. That is just the truth, and you already gave them a lot of money if you're Sony for Marathon, and that didn't pay out well. So it makes sense that you would try to invest and get as much as you can from Marathon. I just don't think Marathon will pay off the way they think. These execs would sell off Destiny and then just be like, okay, cool, I want my money, and I'm going to leave to make it seem like my numbers are good, to get myself a golden parachute to eject myself out as the plane begins to crash. So the real thing that killed Destiny is Pete Parsons and the CEOs of Bungie and execs. It's in the greed. It's not these devs that are working very hard. It's not Marathon, as many people would want it to be, so just don't review bomb Marathon. That's just so weird. But I get the outrage. I do. Marathon is not the game Destiny players wanted. It's not a game that a lot of people wanted, apparently, by the numbers. So it kind of leaves us in a shit show of this studio that just is in constant disarray, and I feel like we'll just continue to hear we've learned from our mistakes from them. I think that's a pattern that we've always heard from them, and I'll leave it on this for the future of Destiny, or for just Bungie in general. Again, I've said this time and time before, don't buy their games off rip. Please wait, see if the games that they make have the legs to stand on in a live service. If it is a live service, just make sure that it can actually stand and survive and thrive. It's been proven to happen before that they just don't most of the time. They fall through, and it's just sad to see. I think it's sad. I think it should be a lesson for the gaming industry, and I think also it just sucks to see a bunch of players that love Destiny, that stuck with it, that supported it so much, even if it was the delusional love that was one-sided, kind of get crushed. It's not a fun day to be a Bungie fan or a Destiny fan. I think that's what I really just want to say. In the end, we always like to throw around in, like, gaming videos that, like, oh, is this the end of so-and-so? Is this the end of Bungie? Is this the end of EA? I feel like for this one, that this really could be the end of Bungie. And that's really sad and kind of scary, because when I think of the FPS shooter, they are the ones that come into my mind. They defined it, they set the tone. There is no multiplayer fun with a gun without Bungie, and just to see that a studio that has cemented itself in so much greatness and has done so much, even with Destiny 2. I'm not even saying just in its past, but there are even great moments of Destiny 2 that I wouldn't trade for any other game experience. Just a sad, bittersweet thing to acknowledge and grieve. Yeah, this just sucks. I didn't expect this to suck so much. I didn't expect to be so emotional about this, or to care, honestly. Because like I said, the writing was on the walls that this was going to happen sooner or later. Destiny 2 just can't keep doing this, and it was already on decline. Bungie is not doing well numbers-wise. Yeah, this isn't looking good for the studio. That's it for this video. I've been Pooks. Take care of each other. Love each other. To all you Destiny players out there, tell me your best memories down in the comments, maybe. Your best little Gallahorn clip, your best little you getting shoved with the physics system into a fucking wall and then splitting your whole entire face. I don't know. And if you're a Marathon player, Tell me your perspective here. Are you hyped for the new changes coming? Are you excited? Do you think Marathon can carry Bungie on its back? But yeah, peace.